Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with another reaction video. Today we're off the Phantomstrider with the most hated hot dogs in the world. Yeah, apparently you can make a bad hot dog, which you'd think would be easy. Pretty much put whatever you want on it and boom, great hot dog. But apparently there's some stuff you just shouldn't put on a hot dog. If I had to guess one thing you shouldn't, I don't know. Like I said, I can't come up with anything. Even if I have to guess, say one thing, sour. Okay, wait. You see how much I'm struggling with coming up with an answer? So let's see these hated hot dogs and see why they're so hated. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's see how they badly messed up the hot dog.
Howdy, howdy.
Hot dog!
Let's check out some hot dogs. We'll look across vendor stands around the world and discover the lowest rated hot dogs. This is the most hated hot dogs in the world. And obviously, if you do like these particular hot dogs, please don't take my riffing to heart. I'm only poking fun at the hot dog, and certainly not you for liking it.
True.
I've tried to base this
as they say.
polls, reviews, and websites, but everyone's opinion can vary, and that's okay. Anyway,
let's check it out.
No,
First up, number 8.
Hot dogs. Number 8. The slaw dog.
Coleslaw, huh?
Better question, who puts mayo and cabbage on their hot dog? Based on all their user ratings, Taste Atlas rated this number 11 in their worst rated hot dogs in the entire world, which is a bold claim of fame.
With
so
lettuce,
what exactly is it? Well,
fair enough,
this hot
does
dog
not work
first
out.
appeared in West Virginia during the Great Depression, since cheap meat and cabbage were still affordable for most struggling families. Your average Joe thought, hey, why not stick these together on my hot dog? The mayo will make the once decent hot dog soggy and miserable, while the cabbage will leave it
if you like it or not.
unpleasant. Brilliant. To make
lettuce,
it, you start
I don't
with
know.
a typical
Feels like
bunning
more of a
of
burger
grilled
thing than a hot dog
You
thing.
top it with onions and then ruin it with copious amounts of coleslaw. Perhaps the biggest problem is the coleslaw will likely soak your bun unless it's very dry.
Yeah, no one likes a
thus
soggy
turning your
bun.
slaw dog into a soggy disappointment. In fact, they describe the dog as soft and messy on Taste Atlas, which is always good. Reddit wasn't too pleased with the dog either, or coleslaw itself for that matter. They describe coleslaw somewhat graphically.
Raw cabbage in salad with a bland dressing.
Or
why they say like that?
In my life than any other item.
to me, it just
to be
feels
fair,
like
not a fan of
two
coleslaw
foods
either, so
that
I
don't
probably
belong
avoid this
together.
too.
One which wasn't particularly appetizing to begin with, but I couldn't find any taste tests, so let's try it ourselves.
Welcome to Nin's Kitchen.
Hi, Nin.
Today, we're gonna cook the slaw dog.
We'll combine our hot dog with sauce and mustard and coleslaw to create a slaw dog.
What do you think?
How's it taste?
Ta-da!
Ba-da-ba-dam.
Well, you want to try these out, honey?
Yeah.
Taste test.
Hi,
3,
Nin.
2, 1.
How you doing? Well,
I think the coleslaw holds the sogginess really well, actually. It doesn't get that soggy. It's actually a really good combination of kind of the chewiness of the sausage with the mustard
I
and the
guess they just
coleslaw.
had a bad slaw dog. I
actually
don't
really
know.
like this.
Me too.
Yeah.
The only thing I think it is missing is the tomato sauce. I miss the tomato sauce, but otherwise, lovely.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Gotta change her. Number 7.
The Dajang Baojiaojiang, aka
What?
the Taiwanese hot dog. It's a street
Dajang's
food
what now?
commonly sold on the night markets of Taiwan. Dajang Baojiaojiang literally translates to
Dajang
little
Bao-
sausage wrapped in big sausage.
So,
Sounds naughty.
Well, it's
And it
not.
does.
It's a smaller pork sausage wrapped within a large,
Yeah.
sticky wet sausage.
hey.
It's a rice sausage. Still, a rice sausage
Sticky
in
rice.
itself doesn't sound
an
very
odd.
tasty.
Sounds bland.
Well, let's
that
find
you,
out.
Nin, or
so
what's
tallying
up?
up the ratings, this was ranked as the number 2 worst rated hot
2?
dog in the world on Taste Atlas.
Wow,
And
2?
visually, I'm not that surprised. Look at this thing. Even the picture that's meant to sell me on the hot dog looks
don't
more
know.
like, well, like it's already been eaten. On the Taiwanese streets, this pork rice hot dog is often covered in soy sauce or complemented with pickled cabbage or cucumbers. But I think one of the
think
biggest
it's just
problems
cultural
with this
taste,
hot
so
dog is
to each your own.
preparation is just too complicated. Take the
Also,
channel
just
J Kitchen
notice
Classroom.
Judas type.
Credit to her culinary skills, she had to meticulously meld the rice sausages into pig intestines in preparation. She then had to take the time to get the hideous smell out of them and clean them. Oh,
Ugh,
by this
pig
point, you're probably
intestine?
not
Is
that
that even a good
surprised
idea?
this hot dog has never made it to the USA. Yes, back
Yeah,
in the
fair
olden
enough.
days, every sausage was made of animal intestines. But having to prepare the rice into animal
yeah.
intestines yourself is probably not going to win over many Westerners.
Oof.
But prep aside,
Again,
how does this
culture
unusual
stuff.
hot dog taste? Well, luckily, Tiffany
Oh,
tried this one out on the streets of Taiwan, and her Dezhang Baojiaojiang was made the traditional way with pig intestines. Let's see what she thought of it.
Good?
Not as sweet as I expected.
Not sweet,
You
huh?
can taste the alcohol that they used in it.
They use
that
alcohol
the
in the hot
sauce
dog
ice?
to disinfect the pig's stomach. In this case, they
Sounds
use
about right.
rice wine,
Sungam
but I think
liquor,
that's all
okay.
part of the Dezhang's unique fragrance. But to get much flavor out of it, Tiffany had to use a lot of sweet sauce and soy glaze. And given how much most of
I
us
don't know.
Westerners
When I think
love
hot dogs,
our
I
sweet,
really
this
don't
also
think
may
sweet.
explain why it's never made its way to Western shores. The sausage had an intense chewiness to it too, much chewier than your typical ballpark hot dog. Overall, I think the Dezhang Baojiaojiang is a complex hot dog and absolutely has cultural value. But I can certainly understand
Yeah,
why
again,
this dog
depends
doesn't
on
have many fans
cultures here.
outside of Taiwan.
Sorry, Taiwan. You can
Number
keep it.
6.
Next.
Bar S hot dogs.
Really?
Let's step
Bar
out of the
S?
streets for a moment and into the grocery aisle. Because despite Bar S selling
Number one
more
selling
hot
hot
dogs
dog.
per year than any other brand,
So, what happened to
they're
them?
also slammed as the absolute worst grocery hot dogs. They
Oh,
probably sell
really?
the most because they're almost always the cheapest hot dog available. But so many
make
websites
sense.
just thought these were terrible hot dogs. For example, this is what they
So-
said on Reddit.
Bar
Let's
S
see here.
is absolutely the worst. Oscar Mayer's a butt. However, they're still better than Bar S dogs. Yuck.
I
I
don't know,
think
I haven't
I've
done a-
ever had a worse hot dog than Bar S. But they used to be even worse.
Really?
Nowadays, they are okay, burnt and covered in whatever you have to mask the bland, salty loaf.
In their taste test, Mashed ranked Bar S as their absolute worst hot dog, and Pure Wow ranked it as the worst hot dog among 13 other hot dog taste tests. And Uproxx just described them as unmitigated disasters.
Disasters, ouch.
Okay, so we get they're hated, but how do they taste?
Like crap.
Yeah, but let's use our words and describe
Or,
their
in this
taste.
case, try it out?
Well, what about
Really?
texture?
Is that really how
Taste.
they're...
These dogs somehow manage to taste dry and wet at the same time. They're more
Yikes.
akin to a hot dog flavored mousse.
The
Again,
interior
another
of these
sweet
dogs
tug.
are a
Oh, boy.
scientific marvel in texture, best explored by no one.
Mash said when they were cooked in the microwave, they gave off a wretched
Why?
smell, and they had a filmy
Okay,
texture.
why were you
once
cooking
they
in the
entered
microwave?
mouth.
What?
Ugh. They didn't care much for the
Boil
texture
it.
on Reddit either.
Wait,
I couldn't even get through this one. It's like hot dog jello.
Oh, these sound revolting.
Okay.
Apparently, the more expensive all beef version is better. So when you're at the
Really?
grocery store, maybe consider something a bit more mid-range.
yeah,
than
I'm going with the
cheapest hot dog.
Johnsonvilles.
Eh,
Yeah, I mean, when I come to for my family, when it comes to hot dogs, Johnsonville all the way. Just, if anyone's curious. Never had a Bar S, so, to each their own, as they say. I like them right the way I like them. So, 3 down, and we had a coleslaw or hot dog that actually impressed them. I'm kind of curious what they taste like. We got a Taiwan hot dog that was a little too sweet for us. And that's America. That's saying a lot. Let's see what's next.
and
And the Bar S, that's what you know.
Tunbrødsrulle.
Bit a bit.
Tunbrødsrulle.
Hey,
What?
do you mean tunbrødsrulle?
Yeah,
Tunbrødsrulle?
that too.
Thank you,
AKA
buddy.
Swedish hot dogs. Let's start
Okay,
with a quote from
wait, is that pita
celebrity
bread?
chef Anthony Bourdain when he first
Hey,
tried
Bourdain, what's up?
Tunbrødsrulle.
This is the most disgusting thing ever.
And I love it!
It's actually
Oh.
a specialty hot dog in my country of Sweden. It's often sold at hot dog stands. Personally,
Really?
I really like it. And I shall be its trusted defender.
Very well then. Let's start with what people think of the dog outside their home country.
Yeah,
Sweden.
might as well.
According to Taste Atlas, the Tunbrødsrulle is another of the world's worst rated.
Never
hot
eaten this one.
On Reddit, the most common complaint was this.
What's up?
It is pretty looking, but the
Looks
ingredients
good.
sound like
Sounds-
a stoned European just raided his fridge one night and threw anything he could find into a tortilla.
Translated, tunbrødsrulle means thin bread roll. The ingredients are flatbread, topped with mashed potatoes, and then if you want to, they can add 2 hot dogs, they can add shrimp salad, fried onions, and finally ketchup and mustard.
Okay.
Ugh, not my thing personally. I think it's quite telling what
I mean, it
one
does
Swedish
sound
person
interesting
said
to
about the
try,
dog.
but
Everyone
I don't know.
in Sweden eats tunnbrödsrulle while drunk. I don't think.
I mean, it's Europe.
anyone
Do you expect
knows
anything
how
less?
it actually tastes.
Sorry, I had to
I
say it.
mostly eat it sober myself. The combination of sausage, shrimp, and mash just come together really well for me.
Really?
It's very filling too. It's actually quite the staple at a lot of grill places around here.
Well, drunk or sober, whatever the reason, the
Yeah,
tunnbrödsrulle
to each own, as they
just
say.
never took off in the West. Alright, number
Can't
4.
blame them. We're agreeing
Corn
and all.
dog, Dagwood dog, Pluto pup.
Really?
it's known by
They're
many
bad?
names. Call it what you like. They were originally
I
made in the
think it's just
30s, but
too much
nowadays
batter and
they
not
have
enough
very
hot dog.
mixed opinions. While some people like it okay, some critics call it a
Oh, hi,
culinary
Gordon Ramsay.
atrocity. On Quora's page of why everyone hates the corn dogs, their most voted comment summed it up like this.
They're just one of those things that's neither awful nor particularly good, and seem to be
Eh.
aimed mainly at children.
And this makes
Yeah,
sense,
fair.
as they're
And
almost
fair food.
exclusively
Would expect.
found at county fairs, carnivals, food courts, and roadside eateries. The most popular example
Oh,
is
look,
probably
Corn Dog Castle.
Disneyland's Corn Dog Castle. Credit
Huh.
to my friend Luigi fan for telling me about this one.
Hey, Luigi
Here in
fan.
Australia, we borrowed the corn dog from the USA in the 1940s, but we called it the Dagwood dog. But nowadays, they're rare to find being sold at all. Bar
Really?
maybe our yearly Easter carnival, I just can't think of a time where I see them. According to ratings
Huh,
on
wonder why.
Taste Atlas, the Dagwood dog is the #1 worst rated dish in Australia and among
Really?
the worst rated hot dogs in the entire world.
Holy crap.
Corn dog.
So why? are the
Why?
reviews
What
so
happened?
mixed? Well, maybe it has to do with how it's made. Basically, you take a perfectly good sausage, then ruin it by deep frying it in a thick layer of cornmeal batter, and then you shove it on a stick. The marketing would like to call it
Maybe?
a delicious and convenient battered Frankfurt on a stick. But in reality, some critics had a very differing opinion.
Maybe
such
just
as
the
Matt's.
cornmeal.
It's a disgusting glob of fat and artificial flavourings, coated in a thick layer of fluoro-coloured carbs, dunked and fried
Yeah.
in cheap animal fat. Surely a dietary weapon of mass destruction.
The website A Review a Day
Makes sense
was
in a
a
way.
little kinder.
Oh,
They're
Tesco ones.
disgusting by nature, but also everything that makes over-the-top American food so good.
Oh, as you can see though, I'm pretty biased on this because it's just not to my taste, or the taste
Yeah,
of
to each
many
your own.
cultures outside of America. In fact, the reviews were so mixed, I decided to ask you directly. And in the poll I did, I got 28,000 responses, mostly from America, but wow,
Makes
that's
sense.
a whole lot. Around
What'd they say?
60% of responders like them, and
The editor
20 to
likes them,
40%
fair enough.
didn't like them or had never tried
18
them. So
hasn't,
clearly a
yeah.
lot of Americans will eat a corn dog. But I think the top-rated comment was most telling by Zacharicius
I like them.
McCool.
They're just fine.
I like
Nothing
them,
bad, nothing
just
good.
fine enough.
Perfectly
Nothing
serviceable
bad,
snack
nothing good.
/ meal.
Just a perfectly serviceable snack.
And what's our third?
To be fair, I haven't had a corn dog in a long time, so maybe for people who like them, it's more of a childhood memory. You know, the nostalgia factor. Like, think about it. Like, when you're growing up, like, let me know if you actually had a corn dog growing up and be like, good. I mean, nowadays, I don't know if it would be the same, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys ever had a corn dog. Me? I haven't had one in forever, so I don't even know how they taste nowadays. Anywho, final 3. Let's see who else is weighted worse.
Third hot dog. The
Sorry.
Seattle dog.
And we grill
Seattle, huh?
dogs with toasted buns.
Ooh, a toasted hot dog bun. That doesn't
Okay,
sound so
okay.
bad. Topping that hot dog with cream cheese, jalapenos, and cabbage? Well, yeah,
That
sounds
looks
kinda
like
bad.
sauerkraut,
There's a meme
though.
on sites like Reddit that shows the
Bagels,
ultimate horror
sushi,
some people
burger,
feel when they see cream
and
cheese on
hot
a hot dog.
dogs.
And Taste
I'll
Atlas
tell you.
tallied up the votes and found the
Oh,
Seattle dog
wow,
to be
number
the
3.
third worst rated hot dog in the entire USA. But why? Well, with its ingredients, as you can see, it's kind of
Cook the
different and
jalapeno
off-putting.
too.
But the Seattle dog certainly has its fans.
There you go.
The Seattle-style dog is sometimes defined as a mashup of hot dog and bagel because of toasting the bun and copious cream cheese. But how's it look in action?
Fair.
Well, everyday cooking dad has cooked up a Seattle dog. He started by putting mayonnaise on the bun. Oh dear. He then proceeded
That's
to
not
pan
even
fry the
close.
buns till they were nice and toasty, which is all part of that peculiar Seattle dog recipe. He then air fried his Frank. Oh, what's that you say? This is actually looking kinda sorta tasty? Well, it's time
Yeah.
to slather on the cream cheese. And he's applying it sparingly compared to your average Seattle dog.
Like, on Seattle Refined, the stand slathers it on enough that the dog's 60% cream cheese
Yeesh.
and 40% gastric nightmare. And there you have it. Doesn't that look appealing? He's kept it simple and didn't add typical additions like the jalapenos. How does this basic one taste? He liked it, but it was very messy.
It looks kind of messy.
Greg's Kitchen made the Seattle
again,
dog more
messy,
traditionally
messy.
with the jalapenos. Oh, and he air fried his bun. Again with that air fryer cooking. Anyway.
Alrighty, well,
Again.
here we go, the Seattle hot dog.
Oh, jeebus, it looks horrendous. But he actually found the cream cheese eased the spiciness of the jalapenos.
I
mean, that's why you have a jalapeno popper. Cream cheese, jalapeno, bacon wrap, whatever. There you go.
Oh, man.
I guess that's why Seattle combines them together. In
True.
fact, despite the unorthodox
Again,
recipe,
think of it like
lot
a
of
jalapeno
tasters
popper with
reported liking
a hot
the
dog.
Seattle dog. Even some Reddit users were saying
At
it's
least
great.
that's what I think.
But
It's
for the
like,
less
you know?
adventurous, I think the thought of cream cheese on a toasted hot dog bun in your bagel hot dog hybrid monstrosity is just a little too much. Seattle dog, you may have
I
your
never had it,
feelings,
so I
but
can't
just a
really
bit
say.
too
It actually is
ambitious for
good,
the rest
so,
of us.
Next.
Number 2.
Alright, 2.
The sushi plato, aka
Oh,
the
the completo.
Oh my! What
Wait,
am I
didn't I-
looking at? It's like the hot dog's rusted. Ugh. This one originates
Yeah.
in Chile. No,
Oh, I was about to
more
say, if that was
the
Texas,
sushi
like, jeez.
abomination.
Like,
Kill it with fire!
thank
Chile
you, Mark.
attempted to fuse hot dogs with sushi rolls, and this was a concerning
Jeez.
result. This one was
I
recommended
mean,
by my
I remember
community
when
on Twitter.
they
It
tried
wasn't
that
rated
with
on Taste
Pizza and
Atlas, but
Sushi
other
Co. back
website
in the day.
responses
Did
were
not work there,
mixed.
and, well,
On
it's not
Reddit,
working
we
with the
got
hot
responses
dog.
like this.
Oh
Well.
dear lord, what sort of hell is this?
South American sushi can get pretty funky sometimes.
Now,
Lucio lives in Chile,
Pretty
and
much.
according to him,
here in Chile, hot dogs are called completos because 90% of people buy their hot dogs with mayo, tomato, and avocado. It became so mainstream that completo became their new name.
sorry I can't give you more
Really?
detailed information on the completo
I never had a
taste,
completo,
but
so-
the only taste testers we have are in Chile. And obviously, they
So,
speak
biased,
Spanish.
so,
I could discern that the Spanish
not gonna
tasters
work.
brave enough to try it, like the taste okay, such as Leo and Jarvi. So this hot dog seems to be enjoyed by some people in Chile, but it's never seemed
Yeah.
to make its way out of Chile itself. And
Also,
no
are they
hard
deep
feelings, they
frying
can
the
have this
bun?
one. And before we get to number
that's
one,
what it looks
just
like to
one
me.
quick honorable mention.
Oh.
The Havre Specialty Hot Dog.
Havre?
This one
What?
was recommended on my Twitter. It was the least favorite of Blue Skull, who's tried many hot dog styles from around the world. But mash on their hot dog was just a fridge too far. It basically consists of
Havre?
grilled hot dog with mashed potato and mustard or ketchup. That's it. I think this one was made popular by that FNAF guy.
Oh, hi,
I don't watch him
PewDiePie.
myself, but it's that Swedish guy popular on YouTube.
Oh, you mean me?
Oh,
Not
dude,
you.
I wish it was you.
Ooh, was it me?
Honey, you're not even
You're
Swedish.
Swedish.
Anyway, since Smiley Hairface
What are you
already
gonna get
popularized
PewDiePie?
this one, it was actually pretty easy to find taste tests. But I kept this an honorable mention because most taste testers seem to enjoy it.
10 out of 10. I would really recommend this. Mwah, mwah.
And frankly, I love mashed potatoes and tomato sauce, so I'm sure I'd enjoy it too. Anyway, on to number 1. Alrighty,
I mean, I'm
what's our
kinda
number
curious
1
on that one.
hot dog? The Pulse Med Lompe, aka the Norwegian hot dog.
Honey?
Let me
Yeesh.
guess, it looks naughty.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty much.
Fair enough. Yeah, it does.
I mean, considering that long sausage, I'm not surprised.
Norwegians eat on average 120 sausages per year. It's known by
year?
some as the hiking companion. Hot dogs are the Norway national
Fair.
snack, so you'd think they do a mean hot dog. And at
Well,
least
let me
their
guess, no.
reindeer hot dog is well loved. But according to ratings from Taste Atlas, their Pulse Med Lompe is not a favorite. Basically, Med Lompe is Norwegian for with a potato pancake, which is accurate. The hot dog
Okay.
bun is a soft flatbread made of potatoes. Sometimes the Norwegians will also wrap the sausage in bacon or cover it in raw onions or chorizo. A specialty is
Seems
filling
normal.
their hot dogs
So how
with
is this
shrimp
hated?
salad. Ugh. It's
Never
not
mind,
my
there it
thing
is.
personally, but I do like the idea of a potato-based flatbread for my hot dog. So why the shoddy reputation?
Yeah, what's
what
going
is
on
it
here?
like to people outside of Norway? Well, I think Life in Norway made a good point in their review of Pulse Med Lompe.
To many Americans, the Norwegian hot dog may be quite bland in flavor.
So the American sweet tooth might need to use a lot of toppings to be satisfied with this hot dog. It's a divisive
Fair,
dog
I guess,
that tourists
but,
tend to either love or hate.
Try it and love it forever, or make a face and never order it again. At the very least, it will give you a story to tell.
And if you've got some hot dog comments or you'd like
as
to
they say,
request a
to
video
each
or
their
just
own.
say howdy,
Let me know.
feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. It's always good to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There are a ton of good member questions this week.
Honestly, I never actually had any of these, but honestly, some I kind of want to try out for myself, but let me know. Would you guys want it? Let me know. Well, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Good night.